is under attack. The federal resources are inside the perimeter around the courthouse, defending it from almost 2 months of daily attacks where people march to the court, try to gain entrance, and have set fires, injured police, including just this past weekend, perhaps permanently blinding 3 federal officers with lasers.
Just one of the moments he was allowed to speak. Attorney General Bill Barr defending federal law enforcement while Democrats grilled him on Capitol Hill. This is our next guest, calling the attacks political and shameful in his brand new Fox News op-ed. Here to discuss this, expand on it, Fox News contributor, former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, Andy McCarthy. Andy, they talked about riots, Lafayette Square, Roger Stone, going on Trump's enemies. What was your takeaway?
Well, it wasn't intended to be a hearing, obviously. It was, 5-minute installments of berating the Attorney General of the United States for the purpose of cutting campaign commercials. And it really is, it's tragic for America, Brian, because, you have the Attorney General of the United States there. He's an important witness. This is a tumultuous time. Nobody gets everything right. So, Justice Department's about making tough calls. There are a lot of things you could ask the Attorney General. He's very good at civil discourse and give and take. This could have been very edifying about Congress's concerns, about the Attorney General, the things that he has to weigh. And we've even seen on Fox in recent weeks that, Brett Baer had the Attorney General on. Bill Hemmer, I saw, had him on not so long ago. There are ways that you can, in a very civil way, ask the Attorney General tough questions and get very enlightening answers, but that was not what this was about yesterday.
It wasn't. So what is your takeaway that you think people should be talking about if they care about substance?
Well, I thought the comments that he made about the Durham investigation were interesting. He again said that he is not going with any kind of extravagant or esoteric theory in order to try to concoct something that can rope people in on a questionable case. He wants a meat and potatoes crime, if there is one, that you can prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Otherwise, he said, it's not about politics. People won't be charged. At the same time, he would not commit to not turning over a report before the election. So I continue to think we'll probably get some kind of a narrative report. And he made some very interesting comments about unmasking. It looks like not only is there a separate unmasking investigation, and just for our listeners, unmasking is about revealing the names of American identities who come up in intelligence reporting because they've been incidentally intercepted. There's a separate investigation of Obama administration unmasking of Americans, including, but I think not limited necessarily to Trump officials. I think that the indications are that that investigation is more extensive than we may have thought.
It's kind of interesting, and a lot of people say, well, that's 2016. Well, the guy that was vice president was 2016 is Joe Biden. He's running for president in 2020, and we got to find out what he knew and what the president knew. And hopefully we'll get those answers, because that'll play into what voters want to do.
That's right, and it's 2016, but it's also the incumbent administration using the awesome intelligence and law enforcement apparatus of government against its political opposition. That's a pretty big deal, no matter that it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, there was a time when they just took the W's off of keyboards, and that was a big deal when they had a transition of power. Now it's much more serious. Andy McCarthy, thanks so much. We'll read your op-ed again. Straight